Welcome back to English 4.0, the radio show. Let's go! Advanced.
Hello and welcome back to the program. Yeah, this is it, folks. This is class number 185. Not 195, the last class, but this means that after today we have 10 classes left. So the countdown is on, right, Esther?
Yes, Kyle.
Exactly. Esther's with me, in case you didn't notice. She's here again. And, we have, Esther and I were actually talking about, something right before the class, which was tongue-in-cheek.
Yes.
Right? How do you say cheek?
Es la mejilla, el carrillo.
La mejilla. Sorry?
Carrillo.
Carrillo. So la lengua en carrillo.
Sí.
So sometimes if you're saying something and you're trying to pretend you're serious, you have your tongue in your cheek. At least we do that. Have your tongue in your cheek and you're trying to pretend you're serious, but really it's kind of a joke. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And we call that tongue-in-cheek. Like it's almost like a style of humor. Kind of like a lot of kind of mockery sort of humor where you're kind of making fun of yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Like sometimes these rock bands that dress like as if it were 1982, but it's not 1982 anymore. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little bit of a joke, but they're part of that joke and it's half serious but half a joke. That sort of thing is what we call tongue-in-cheek humor. And we were just talking about that. So I think it's an interesting expression. And you were saying you don't really have anything like that in Spanish.
No, there's a similar expression here in Spanish.
Okay. Well, there you go, tongue-in-cheek. But we'll move on into to our review of yesterday's material. We were looking at the phrasal verb to back up.
To back up.
And we have, in fact, 3 different meanings here.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is in fact a bonus meaning only for our radio listeners.
Yes.
Right? Which was the meaning of the marcha atrás in the car, to back up.
Yeah.
To back up. You drive, because if you say I was driving in reverse, it's true, you were, it's fine, but 99% of native English speakers are going to say I was backing up. I got in the accident when I was backing up and I didn't see what was behind me.
Yes.
Right? Spanish people are good at backing up, though, I find. Believe it or not, Spanish people, my personal opinion, Spanish people say that Spaniards are not good at driving, but I think that Spaniards are quite good at driving and parking. There are little bumps. They bump each other, but I think it's because, I know I live in Madrid. I know there are people living all around Spain here. I'm talking about city drivers, Madrid, Seville, Barcelona. My personal opinion, yes, sometimes they aparcar por oído, right? Or de oído, you say?
Sí, de oído.
No problem. Un beso, right? Give it a little toquecito. But and that would not go over well in North America. If you touch someone's car in North America, be careful because they're going to come after you and it's not going to be pretty.
They're going to sue you.
Sue you or fight you or something. There's going to be a problem.
Okay.
But we can't, at least in Canada, we can't park like you. We can't do it. We don't have the ability to parallel park. Some people, I'm always impressed when I see people park in these tiny little holes. It impresses me. It impresses me, yeah. So well done, parking. There you go. So back up, that was one of the meanings, but what else does it mean to back up?
To back up, when you help someone, you help a friend to support someone.
Yeah, like apoyar.
Apoyar, yes.
To back them up. Now, it isn't really like, he was moving and I backed him up carrying boxes. Not really. It's not like that, right?
No.
It's apoyar in the sense of
encourage.
Yeah, and he needs it, he or she. People are against him, maybe. It's like in a fight.
Okay.
Or a debate. A debate. Let's be more civilized. Instead of fight, a debate. And then I say, no, you're right. And I'm helping my friend. I'm backing him up. I'm lending my support to his side of the argument.
Yes.
I'm backing him up.
I'm with him.
I'm with him.
Yes.
I'm with him. And we're going to fight against the others in this debate. Right? Apoyar, respaldar.
Yes.
Yeah. To back up. Then we also had the meaning which was to back up, like to create an auxiliary file or duplicate.
Yes.
Typically with computer files. We have to back them up in case we lose the computer system in a system failure or a fire, you know? So we have all the radio shows backed up here.
Yeah.
Right? The backup master computer somewhere, right? Okay, and then, we have eventually.
Eventually.
I knew that eventually we would get to this. Eventually, al final.
Okay.
Because it's a false friend. Because in Spanish there's the word eventualmente, but it does not mean this.
It's not the same.
No, it's not. Eventualmente is kind of like occasionally, right?
Yes, occasionally. Yes, that's right.
It's for frequency, right?
Yes. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, whereas eventually is al final.
Al final.
Yeah, eventually. If you study hard, if you study every day, eventually you'll learn English. Do you agree?
Yes, I do.
Eventually. Al final, llegamos a medianoche.
Eventually, we get at midnight.
But remember when all the English teachers say, when you say arrive, and they say, no, get. Native speakers always use get. Except for this case.
Okay.
Because al final llegamos a medianoche. ¿Llegamos dónde? We don't know. We use get when we know we got there. We got to school, we got here, we got home.
Yes.
Remember, here, there, home, and back, we don't use the to.
Yes.
To get here, to get there, to get home, to get back.
Okay.
But to get to the office, to get to school, to get to church, to get to the building, to get to the city. And it's true, in those cases, we prefer get.
Yes.
Arrive is grammatically acceptable, but we prefer get. But when we're not mentioning the place, we eventually arrived at midnight. Because you can't say we eventually got to at midnight. We got to what?
To what?
There has to be some place mentioned, right?
Yes.
So here we eventually arrived at midnight. It was late. It was a late night, but we made it. Right? Si practicas cada día, al final lo conseguirás.
If you practice every day, eventually you'll get it.
Perfect, yeah. Do you follow football? I know that you don't really.
No, I don't. But I know that this week starts. I know this week is the Mundial. No, the World Cup.
The World Cup.
The World Cup starts.
Yeah. Well, it's the world. Yeah, it's underway. In fact, yeah. But yeah. What about you know Raúl?
Yes.
Will he eventually leave Real Madrid? Now, I'm not encouraging it or saying anything controversial. I'm just asking, will he eventually leave Real Madrid?
No,
retire?
No, I think he won't eventually leave.
No?
No.
He'll just stay forever?
Yes, I think so.
He'll be, in 100 years, he'll be there
yes.
Taking injections in his knees to keep him on his feet or something? Okay, well, all right. I mean, I suppose eventually everyone has to retire.
Yes.
Eventually, yes. Right?
Yes.
Someday. Yeah. Sooner or later.
Sooner or later.
Sooner or later.
Tarde o temprano.
Yeah. Would you like to study another language eventually? Another language?
Yes, I like to study another language.
Which one?
German.
Wow.
Or French.
It's going to take a lot of hard work.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
It's pretty difficult.
So, you've known me for a while now, Esther. Will I learn proper Spanish eventually?
Would you?
Will I learn proper Spanish eventually?
Yes, sure. You'll learn Spanish eventually.
Yeah. It may take a while, but eventually,
Yes.
someday.
You'll speak Spanish properly.
Okay, thank you. I'm looking forward to that moment.
Yes, I'm sure of it.
Will I retire eventually?
Yes, you'll retire eventually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If I work out a lot, if I exercise a lot, eventually, will I get in shape?
Yes, you'll get in shape if you work a lot.
If you work out,
If
you know,
you
work
work
out, which
out.
is like exercising,
Yes.
lifting weights and running and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Do you exercise quite regularly, doing yoga and Tai Chi, right?
And Tai Chi, and I go to swimming too.
Fantastic.
And I go
yeah.
to the mountain to
That's
walk,
good.
to have long walk.
That's good. Long walks.
Long walks.
That's excellent, yeah. I get exercise, and I must say I feel better when I'm exercising.
Yes. Yes, it's
It
true.
makes you feel better. Do you think we should take a look at our word of the day?
Yes, we should.
Our expression of the day.
Yes.
Yeah, expression of the day. All right, let's do it.
Expression of the day.
Okay, it is time for the expression of the day. This is a good one, Esther. This is one that I don't think you know.
Mm.
I mean, do you want an easy one or a tricky one?
An easy one, please.
Oh, well, that was a loaded question because I only have this one and it's pretty tricky.
Okay.
So, the expression today is to have egg on your face.
To have egg.
Huevo, egg.
Egg on your face.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no idea.
To have egg on your face, it means to have egg on your face means to be in an embarrassing situation.
Wow.
And they often use it with politicians. So if sometimes in the media someone asks a question
Mm-hmm.
and the politician says something and that question the politician didn't expect that. He got some egg on his face there. He had egg on his face. There will be egg on your face, Mr. President, because we will prove that you're a liar, right?
Yes, it's
There
true.
will be egg on your face. Shame on you.
Mm-hmm.
Egg on your face,
Yes.
we say. Egg on your face. Egg on one's face, we could say, to make it more neutral, but egg on your face is our expression, so it's like an embarrassing situation, typically with people that are in the public eye,
In the public eye.
you know, politicians and so on.
Yes.
They get egg on their face when something embarrassing happens,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's our expression of the day. Now we have to make it, in the sense of poder ir or poder asistir. Could you make it to the party?
Yes, I could.
Yeah, I could make it. Can you give me the full answer? Yes, I could.
I could make it to the party.
Could you make it to the concert?
Yes, I could make it to the concert.
Did you make it to the tennis match, Nadal-Federer?
Yes, I made it.
Yeah,
I made it to the match Nadal-Federer.
to the Nadal-Federer. That was great.
As every year.
Yeah. Do you always go?
Yes, I always
Oh, wow.
go.
Good. So she made it. You did make it. And Esther, if you're a fan, if you're a regular listener here of Vaughan Radio, you'll know Esther from the tennis report.
Yes.
The morning tennis report on the show with no name, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That's right. She's also known for that. Ask me if I'll be able to make it to the meeting.
Will you be able to make it to the meeting?
Yes, I'll be able to make it to the meeting. Ask me if she'll be able to make it to the conference in Germany.
Will she be able to make it to the conference in Germany?
Yes, she'll be able to make it to the
Oh.
conference in Germany. Yeah, I think so. Ask me if I'll be able to make it to the final performance.
Will you make it to be able to the
Will you be able to?
Will you be able to make it to the final performance?
Yes, I think I'll be able to make it to the final performance. Do you expect to make it to the football match?
Sorry?
Do you expect to make it to the football
to the
match?
football
To be
match.
able to attend?
No, I don't expect to make it to the football match.
Mm-hmm. Do you expect to make it to the next English class?
Yes, I expect to make it to the next English class.
Do you expect to make it to the airport on time?
Yes, I expect to make it to the airport on time.
All right, very good. So to make it. No problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Piece of cake. All right, so we'll move on now and take a look at our vocabulary of the day.
Vocabulary of the day.
All right. It is time for the vocabulary of the day. How many words?
5 words.
Exactly. 5 words, our magical 5 words of vocabulary. And caducar is the first word. Caducar.
To expire.
To expire.
Yes.
To expire. When do things expire? On the date.
On the death. No.
The date.
Death date. No, the
expiry date.
the expiry date.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, that's right.
They expire on the expiry date.
Yes, it's true.
It will expire on the expiry date. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Estar inquieto.
Estar inquieto.
I can't. I'm always moving around. The verb. This is a good verb. I like this one. Not too many people know it in Spain.
No?
To fidget.
Ah, fidget.
Fidget. Have you heard that one before?
No.
To fidget.
The first time.
To fidget.
Fidget.
People are always moving around. They fidget.
Yes.
If I drink too many cups of coffee, I'll start to fidget.
Yes.
You know. We would often say that he's fidgeting. He fidgets a lot.
Mm-hmm.
We don't normally say he's nervous. I mean, coffee doesn't make people nervous.
No?
No, it makes them maybe fidget or hyperactive.
Yeah.
But in English, nervousness is like a type of fear. I'm nervous if I have to stand in front of an audience. I get nervous. My palms start to sweat because
Yeah.
I have fear for the potential outcome,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm faced with embarrassment.
Yes, it's true.
So I'm nervous
Mm-hmm.
before a test. But nervous in Spain, you know, you use that term nervioso
Yes.
a little bit more generously than we do in English.
Mm-hmm.
It's something to be aware of. I get very nervous when I drink coffee. No, an English speaker wouldn't really say that. Yeah. But anyway, fidget, estar inquieto, to fidget. Deshacerse de.
To get rid of.
To get rid of, yeah. I have this pen here. It's almost out of ink. When it runs out of ink, what should I do?
You should get rid of it.
Sorry, you should what?
You should get rid of it.
Yeah, you should get rid of it. So no to, remember, after
Yes.
the should. You should get rid of it, yeah. I'll get rid of it as soon as it runs out of ink.
Yes.
Okay. Hacer daño, perjudicar,
Perjudicar.
with an H. Ow, me duele. Hurt.
To hurt?
To hurt, yeah.
To hurt.
To hurt.
Yes. To hurt, of
to
course.
hurt. And picar,
Picar, it inch.
to
To inch.
itch.
To itch.
To itch.
Itch.
And when you have an itch, what's the solution?
To scratch.
You have to scratch the itch.
To scratch the itch.
Okay,
Yes.
all right, to scratch. All right, well, we are out of time, Esther.
Yes.
Thank you very much for joining me again.
Thank you very much.
We'll call it a day there. We'll finish.
Yes.
So thank you for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow at the same time. See you then. Bye-bye.